Hello guys, welcome to another video here on Bang Kenyang channel. I am Angelo. I am an airline pilot and flies the 777. Okay, as you can see, ready na tayo for takeoff here at Manila International Airport, runway 06. Nakaplan tayo to go to Mactan and today I'm gonna demonstrate you how we deal on engine failures during takeoff. Okay, so ipapakita ko ngayon sa inyong gabi kung kailan kami nagde-decide na mag-abort o magko-continue, and then pag kinontinue namin, anong gagawin namin on air until mag-landing ang airplane. Kaya actually madali lang naman siya. It takes practice lang, and then once nakuha nyo yung flow, kayang-kaya nyo na siya kahit sa ang aeroplano. Okay, so before we start the demonstration, ipapaliwanag ko sa inyo yung decision speed namin. Okay, so andito yung decision speed namin. So V1, VR, and V2. Okay, so ano yung V1? Ito yung pinakamahalaga dito eh. V1. This is the maximum speed that we can reject the takeoff. Okay, once we reach V1 and then the speed is beyond V1, we should continue the takeoff no matter what happens. Okay, so pagkapasa ng V1, we should wait for rotation and then keep the airplane flying, keep it under control, do the procedures, and land the airplane. So that is the very crucial speed that we look onto and then compute for it. Okay, so and then VR, of course, yung rotation speed, and then V2 speed is the safe climb speed. So it means that we can still climb at that speed safely to our target altitude. Okay, so sa Manila kasi meron tayong emergency turns. So at runway 06, after airborne at 4 miles, start na tayo ng right turn towards heading of 240. So in short, downwind lang yan. And then at downwind, that's where we're gonna do our procedures. Kasi bakit sa downwind? Especially here in the simulator, no? Doon yung pinaka-relax eh. So straight and level na yung aeroplano, wala nang gagawin. And then lalo na dito sa simulator, modified yung procedure to accommodate single pilot operations. Also maganda rin yun pag multi-pilot kasi halos wala nang gagawin yung dalawa eh. So pwede mag-focus yung isa sa flying and then yung isa sa procedures na lang. Okay, without further ado, let's start the demonstration. So check lights, and then flash 5, parking brake release, takeoff checklist complete. We're good to go. Stabilize, thrust ref set, takeoff thrust. Takeoff thrust set, check. 80 knots, check. Hold. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Engine fail right, check. Thrust ref, Venus speed 400 feet. Let's turn on the autopilot here. And let's set continuous thrust. Continuous thrust set. Check. Heading select. (1,000 feet). Acceleration height. Accelerating. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Philippine 1849er engine failure. Philippine 1849er maintain 2,500 feet. Turn right heading 240. Maintain 2,500 feet. Turn right heading 240. Philippine 1849er. Flaps 1. Flaps up. Okay, so my controls, my radio, your non-normal checklists. Checklists. Engine fail right, non-normal checklist. Engine speed is below idle. Objective is to restart the engine if needed or configure for single engine operations. Thrust is lost on both engines. So we still have engine 1? No. Right auto throttle arm switch confirm off. Right auto throttle arm switch confirm. Confirm. Off. Right thrust lever confirm. Idle. Right thrust lever confirm. Confirm. Idle. Right fuel control switch confirm. Cut off. Right fuel control switch confirm. Confirm. Cut off. Page 2. A restart may be attempted if there is N1 rotation and no abnormal airframe vibration. Restart is needed. Okay, for this exercise, let's not restart the airplane or the engine. Engines, both engines run normally. Still, right engine failed? No. APU selector, if APU available, start then on. Okay, start and on. Transponder selector mode, selector TA only. Plan to land at the nearest suitable airport. Okay, so let's plan to land at the nearest suitable airport, which is Manila. Okay, so approach gross weight 247 and let's use flaps 20. So explain later why flaps 20. So flaps 20 has been used and RNAV 06. And since we are vectored, so I will just set intercept course for RNAV runway 06. There you go. So checked VNAV cruise out. So 2,500 feet. Verify and execute. And let's set the minimums for this runway. It's 410. Checked. Land using flaps 20. Yes. Ground proximity flap override switch. This one override. And engine fail checklist is complete. After takeoff checklists. So fuel imbalance, it's so obvious and then malapit lang tayo. We just need to override it. There you go. After takeoff checklist is complete, set me up for approach. So nakaset up na for approach, runway 06. And then let's slow down the airplane here. let's open the window. Flaps up maneuvering speed and 250 knots, flaps 1. Okay, your controls, your radio, may briefing. So, brief natin yung approach, syempre. Still, frequencies is published are now runway 06. And then the final approach course of 063 check and 5506 Bravo FAF is 1,700 feet. VNL decision altitude 410 feet and MSA airport reference point. So expect to turn base and then join final approach course, and then we should maintain 1,700 feet until the mandatory altitude, which is FAF, here at 5506 Bravo, and gonna continue our approach. Case of approach, climb on course 063 to 5506 Foxtrot Golf, then Hotel, and hold at 7,000 straddle by ATC. Anything further to add? Captain, this briefing is complete. Flaps 1 speed is set. Descent checklist. Recall, check. Notes. You have notes. Use flaps 20, VRF 20 for landing, flaps 5 for go around. Auto brakes. Let's set it to 4. Landing data, VREP is 20167. Minimums 410. Check. Approach briefing is completed. Okay, we're good. Approach checklist, altimeters 1010. Approach checklist is complete. Okay, we still have time to spare. Check. Flaps 5. I have controls. You have radios. So flaps 5. Set heading. Okay, since we're airborne, we're clear for the approach. Let's assume that. Okay, LNAV is available. LNAV is armed. Let's go directly 5506 Delta. Verify, execute. Shut. Let's set MCP altitude to 1,700, which is the next lower here at 5506 Bravo. Check status, fuels, power valve, right check. Okay, here in Boeing, you cannot arm the RNAV approach. So, LNAV VLAV flying. So, para hindi ka mag-stuck sa isang altitude, you have to maintain or you have to set the next lower, which is here, in our case, 1,700 feet. And also, make sure that your minimums are set here before any approach. Okay, why? Because once we are established a final approach course, we can set that to our minimums. This is for 110 feet. So 410 feet, 410 feet. So gear down. And let's set flaps 20. Okay, landing checklists. Landing checklist is complete. In case of misapproach, my command will be go around flaps 5, positive rate, gear up, 1000 feet bug up. And then I'm gonna fly LNAV BNAV. So anything further to that, Captain, this briefing is complete.
2500.
Okay, radio limiter. Okay, so the next time you're gonna manipulate the altitude MCP for the miss approach, hindi siya katulad ng ILS na once you are established with the glide slope, you can set it. Here, you have to wait that your position of the aircraft is within the FAF. So that's within the FAF, 5506 Bravo, and below the miss approach altitude. So below 300 feet below the miss approach altitude. So we're more than that. Our miss approach altitude is 7,000 feet. So we're at 1,500 feet, way above that. So gonna set up to 7,000 feet. Check. Now we are ready for landing. Okay, flight directors. Cabin ready. 1,000, 3 miles stabilize. Let's continue. Correcting. Check.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Landing. A little bit of crosswind from the left.
100.
Check.
50. 30. 20. 10.
Speed breaks up. Left reversers. $100 knots. Auto brakes. 80 knots. 60 knots. Out of reverse. Okay, so we landed safely. Just kiss the runway. And left clear, right clear. Okay, we're gonna stop once we are at the taxiway. Okay, so we're stopping here at the runway, clean up. Okay, so just a few takeaways from that demonstration. So napansin nyo, after natin mag-airborne and then we're doing the procedures na. So shared ano yan, task yan. Okay, if the pilot flying turns off the auto throttle arm switch and then manipulates the throttle to idle, and then the pilot monitoring should turn off the fuel control switches. So that's it. Okay, so and then if in case of fire, siya yung nagpo-pull ng engine fire switch and then siya mag-extinguish with also confirmation from the pilot flying. So shared task lang siya. Kung makikita nyo, nagawa natin na maayos lahat. Okay, so kung nagawa ko mag-isa, imagine kung anong pwedeng magawa ng dalawang piloto. So that's how we deal with engine failure after takeoff. And then also, engine failure during takeoff run pa ngayon nangyari sa atin at V1 Cut. Kaya let's say for example naman, nag-abort naman tayo ng aircraft. So before we exit the aircraft from the runway, we check kung pwede natin siya i-taxi by checking the brake cooling temperature. So sa brake cooling kasi nakikita namin usually kung ano yung energy ng brake pads namin, yung temperature ng brake pads namin, kung safe pa ba kasi may fuse melt, may fusing kami tinatawag, fuse melt plug. So once we reach a certain temperature sa brake pads and then also sa disc brakes ng eroplano, magme-melt yung fuse na yon and then i-deflate niya ngayon yung mga tires ng eroplano, lalo na sa main landing gear. So para hindi na magkaroon ng catastrophic event. Okay? So yun yung dahilan kung bakit nagde-deflate yung mga tires, lalo na pag mainit yung brake pads natin. So sana nakatulong ako. Okay, so thank you for watching this channel and hope to see you soon.